all the injuries.
Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Indians, Progressive Field here in Cleveland, continuing the road trip with the first of two between the Chicago Cubs and the Cleveland Indians. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Danny Salazar gets the starting assignment for the Tribe in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matty. Danny Salazar has been a little bit of a strange guy to figure out. His stuff really plays. 3-pitch mix, great fastball, really good slider, and a straight changeup. The problem with Danny Salazar is he doesn't have command of his secondary pitches. A big if he has the slider and changeup command, he can be as good as anybody in baseball.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Boy, and it's a good night for the old hot chocolate here. 46 degrees at game time. And that's taken for a called strike 2. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another 1-2 delivery. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Kipnis is there. And there's one gone to begin the evening. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Lifetime against Danny Salazar. He's gone 2 for 6. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
2 balls and a strike to count. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
A high fastball is in there.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Apparently 5-6 is the MLB record for a month.
Just underway here in Cleveland.
I'm gonna shatter that.
Once again, a 3-2. And it's fouled away. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and a strike to count. And he lays off for ball 1. And now a pitch on the way. 2-1.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count. The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo, man at first after the 2-out walk. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. Now the try. Digging in now, Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 balls. Oh, look at this. He's up with it. The throw. Got him.
Batting second, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Ready now, Jose Ramirez. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
1-1. Here it is. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike.
I feel like when you're facing a 2-pitch mix like this, sink or changeup, as an offense, the game plan has to be the fact that you have to get something elevated. You know he's not going to beat you with velocity, so it's going to come down to who executes better.
And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I'm watching the guy they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. In his career against his opponent on the mound, he has a lifetime average of over 400. That's a lot of success, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him have some really good at-bats and make a difference in this one.
Outside, 3-0 now. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's got 5 base hits in 19 tries. He's taken him deep once. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Working to escape the first inning jam. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Grounded up the first baseline. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Kyle Schwarber, coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the National League. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the changeup is way low that time. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup today. In the outfield, Michael Brantley. This guy broke the Indians franchise record for consecutive games without an error in 2013. Has great range and is very sure-handed out there. Always going to make the play.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0 home. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. 0-1 count and the pitch. 1-1.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
1-1. Taken, strike 2. Russell, base runner at first with 1 out. On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Encarnacion, and it's in time for the double play. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He went deep in the contest last night. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Right side. Rizzo is there. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Naquin doesn't usually enjoy left-handed pitching like this as much as he does at-bats against right-handers. I'm not sure if it's a comfort thing or if he just sees the ball better coming from the right side, but that's the book on him at this point in his career. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Hit back up the middle. Russell with a great stop. He gathers the throw. He is out. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Here's Jason Hayward now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Jason Hayward.
First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. And there's ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Swung on, but fouled off to the left.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Full count now, 3-2. Javier Baez is on deck. High in the air out to center field. Kipnis shading to his right. 1 out.
Batting ninth.
The next hub up, Javier Baez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Now the 2-1 pitch. Lined into right, a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher, when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Count now a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. The 1-2. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
The 2-2 gets him looking. Strike 3. Digging in to try it again, Ben Zobrist. First time up, he went down looking. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. That misses. 2-0.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll be a base hit for Zobrist. Coming to the plate now, Chris Bryant, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hot shot on the ground is short, and a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit, and they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
The 1-2. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Brantley is under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Wind up leaving him loaded. Home half of the third coming up. No score. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Oh man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Riding in once again, Michael Brantley. First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Russell is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He was the winner of the AL Silver Slugger Award at shortstop a season ago. And that misses, ball 1. The 1-0. Line drive base hit. So a nice job there by the 2-hole hitter to extend the inning for the middle of the order.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseball. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
He's set, and the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1 left for the Tribe. We'll head to the 4th. Ready for another chance? Kyle Schwarber comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
The windup and the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Into the second deck and gone. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Here's Addison Russell. As he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Again, another foul ball. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Hayward. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Hayward is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
And quickly, Salazar is in front 0-2. Sent out to straightaway center field. Zimmer is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Here's Javier Baez.
Second baseman, Javier Baez.
First delivery to him on the way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Here it comes. 1-0. Tapped out in front of home. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Edwin Encarnacion now reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. This is line to left. There to take it is Zobrist, and that's out number 1. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Popped him up. Contreras is under it. 2 down. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Breaking ball in for a strike.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Cubs 1 and the Indians nothing. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. In there, and it's even now. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Here's the first pitch to him. And, boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Zobrist with a 1-2 count now.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Chris Bryant. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Popped high in the air. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Naquin is retired, and there's one away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Yan Gomes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. No runs, 2 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Smoked on the ground left side. Backhanded. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Center fielder number 4, Bradley
At the plate, Bradley Zimmer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Chopped weakly to the left. Scooped up. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield block.
It is, D-Roy. You can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 2-1, here it is. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Gomes on second. Zimmer at first. One gone. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The tying run is in to score from second. It's 1-1.
Hey, D-Roy, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Quintana sets. Here's the 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 2 out with the man at first. Count is 1-2 now. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Russell's got it. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bat. Digging in once again, Edwin Encarnacion. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. Now Edwin with a swing and a deep drive to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-1 ball game.
Man, you can't hit it any better than that and keep it in the park. As we take a look here, you can see that it hits high off the wall. Almost a 3-run homer, but he'll have to be content with a 2 RBI double.
No balls and a strike to count. Comes set and the 0-1. Liner toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll add one more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Chisenhall leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, Dero, he's not missing very many barrels so far in this one. That is back-to-back bullets and another base hit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There was this banner that hung in the Texas Rangers clubhouse back in the day that said hit or get left behind. That's exactly what this offense is doing.
Tyler Naquin stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the second.
And that'll play run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and he's going to make a change, as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. Eddie Butler trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And that gets him on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland again. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Kyle Schwarber is working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Yeah, in this last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. 1-1 is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
3-1 to the Cubs left fielder. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4. Digging in and looking for more, Addison Russell. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. First pitch on its way. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
The catcher, number 4.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside.
He's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Chisenhall has it in his tracks, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Jason Hayward. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Now the 1-0. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. Schwarber is on his way home. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Great piece of hitting here. Man on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Standing in now, Javier Baez. Softly hit here to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
Dan Otero takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Hot shot down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a 2-bagger.
Here's Ben Zobrist now as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Baez on third, Happ at second with 2 gone. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Called strike on the sinker. 2-2 now. The 2-2 one more time. Hard hit ball to second. Kipnis has it on to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this in. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Russell over to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Left fielder number 23.
Here's Michael Brantley. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. On the ground to the right side. Baez able to get there. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. They still lead. Back here in Cleveland, 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Now here it comes. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Shot toward right center. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Ready for another chance? Anthony Rizzo. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Now the 1-0. In the dirt, and now let's see. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Two-0 count. The pitch. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball. There's ball 4.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Schwarber. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. He's set. Here it comes. And a breaking ball stays outside. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Popped him up. Encarnacion is there for it. 1 out. So in now for Chicago, Addison Russell. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. Bryant at second. Rizzo is over at first with 1 away. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And he fouls this one off. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a ground ball to third. Kipnis onto Encarnacion, and it's in time for the double play. And riding in once again, Jose Ramirez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-1. Drilled to the left side. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. He's running. Line drive to center field. Happ is there. 2 gone. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. 0-1. Here it comes. Chop foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. In the dirt here. The 2-2. Hit back toward the mound. Baez fields it cleanly, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Indians leave 1 as they're.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Indians.
Digging in once again, Wilson Contreras. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Well, there's another Bullis base hit. They've already stranded 11 runners. Could this be the even dozen, Dero?
This is a hitting coach's nightmare right here. You work so hard to learn how to hit with runners in scoring position. To leave 11, potentially 12 runners on base is a sin.
No balls and a strike to count. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Contreras gets his lead at first. Nobody out. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Calling for it, Brantley. 1 down. Here's Javier Baez. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. From the stretch. And this is off the corner and low. Ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that's taken in by Chisenhall, and there are 2 gone now. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all away, and he was going to zone him up.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. A runner on first with 2 away. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. 1 left. Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Tyler Naquin. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. No balls and 1 strike. Gets away the 0-1 pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. So 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Steve Cishek answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble. First delivery to him on the way. A bouncer up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Ready once again, Bradley Zimmer. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Missed with a slider.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
Michael Brantley.
Line drive to center field. Happ is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for the Tribe. And welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Cody Allen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Leading off for the Cubs, left fielder.
First pitch coming, here it is. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Here's Chris Bryant now. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
And that misses as well. 3-0. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
He loses him on ball 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set and the pitch. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Ground ball right into the shift. Played on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Up next for the Cubs, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Here's Addison Russell. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Ready with the 1-0. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Brantley is under it. 2 down. The next Cub up, Wilson Contreras. Last time through was a base hit. Here's the first pitch to him. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Contreras in front. 2 balls and no strikes.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at. But he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
Almora is off at first with 2 away. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he...
And he struck him out for out number 3, so that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Yeah, if that relief performance were a car, it would have had some wobbly wheels on it. He gave up a couple of runs, but he still gets the save, getting that shaky car.